their dowry. They're walking around saying, this is my value. This is what I'm worth. So back then, women, if they had 10 coins and they lost one, this one would be really valuable to them. What we don't understand or know in today's terms is that this one coin, this one silver coin, was probably a day's wage or more, right? A silver coin back then was a full day's wage or more. And so for this woman who has 10 and she's lost one, of course, she's going to tear her house apart, right? She's going to sweep the floor. She's going to pull every cushion off the couch. She's going to turn every container upside down looking for her coin. And when she finds it, she's going to be relieved. She's going to say, hey, look, we can stop looking. I found it. She's going to rejoice. She's going to have a party. She's going to tell her friends, I found my coin, right? For a woman in Jesus' day and age, this coin, this represented her value. This was her worth. She may have 9 coins for her dowry, but another woman who's next to her, who's been being courted by the same guy, may look at her and go, well, you only have 9, but she has 10, and I'm going to choose her. That's how big of a deal this was, right? So if she loses one, she's going to search high and low until she finds it. And Jesus is saying, look, these sinners who follow me and who are around me and who come and eat with me and who gather with me and all this stuff, they're just as valuable. And this was what you use to measure your value and your worth. How important would that sheep be? How important would that coin be to you? And what Jesus is saying, look, you Pharisees, you're talking about these tax collectors, these sinners, as if they're just throwaway pieces of trash. And they're not. You recognize the value of a sheep. You recognize the value of a coin. And what I'm telling you is these people are even more valuable to me than that. And they should be that valuable to you as well. So Jesus, looking out at the crowd, he tells them about the sheep. He tells them about the coin, and he still recognizes that there's some people who are looking a little bit puzzled by the whole thing. And so he says, hey, look, I'm going to give you another story to try to help drive this whole thing home, to convey what I'm really trying to get across to you so that you understand. So picking up in verse 11, Jesus continues. He said, a man who had 2 sons, the younger of them went to his father and said, Father, give me the share of the estate that I have coming to me. So he distributed the assets to them. And not many days later, the younger son gathered together all that he had, and he traveled to a distant country where he squandered his estate in foolish living. This essentially is a story about a young son, and he says, Dad, look, I feel like I can't live my best life with you, right? I can't live to my fullest potential here in your house. I can't live the way that I